Get the coins for the players you want at MUT Reserve. Use code MILLION for 15% off. What's up, everyone? This is $1 Million MUT here again with another video, and today, guys, we're gonna go over best abilities to use on offense. I'll also be doing a best abilities to use on defense shortly after this video. I'll also be doing best chemistry to use on offense and one on defense. I know a lot of you have been asking for that. That's pretty much the main question. I'll also go over one speaking about Shaker, Sprinter, Brawler, which is the best chemistries for that. But everyone, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Show me some support. Also, put a like on the video. I really would appreciate it. And don't forget, turn on your bell notifications. That way you're notified when videos go live. Well, guys, I've been doing a lot of playing online. In fact, I played a lot of Weekend League this past weekend. If you guys didn't see my last abilities video, make sure you go check that out. I know I got a lot of good feedback on that. But I want to keep it updated because, as you know, as we get certain players, things change. Abilities are better for certain players than others. But abilities do work in this game. And I'm going to go over that with you in a minute. We're going to start with quarterback. And I'm going to show you the best abilities to use at quarterback. Now, when I go over these abilities, if you're more of a passer, you want to go with the abilities that I'm saying for quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, things like that. Even some of your linemen for better pass blocking. If you're more of a runner, you want to do more of the running back abilities. I'll go over each position so that way you know the best abilities at that position. I think it'll be better doing that so that way it can help the people that run more or the people that pass more. But passing, guys, the best ability right now for passing is Hot Route Master. The reason this is the #1 ability, I believe, for a quarterback is just the fact that it's 2 AP points if you're a field general, and you could save a lot of AP points that you could use everywhere else. You can use on your offensive line, you could use on your wide receivers, so it gives you that more of a ability to use the AP points on certain things, because right now our cap is 10 AP. I thought they said when we first started that with every series update they were going to increase the AP. I guess I misunderstood. But anyways, guys, at this point it's 10 AP. It costs 2 AP points. You can use it on all your receivers, all your tight ends. You know, it works really well. Guys, and then the second one I'm going to say, guys, is Gunslinger. I don't have it here, but Gunslinger, Steve McNair does not get it. Dante Culpepper does get it. Let me show you guys real quick so that way a lot of you maybe want to see Gunslinger, the AP points. There's Dante Culpepper there. I do have it on him. In fact, I should deactivate it because he's not my starter right now. I can get some training back. But you see there, faster throwing animations and velocity on bullet passes. Now, for strong out quarterbacks, it's 1 AP point, which is great. Once the field general quarterbacks are able to get this as well as they get a higher overall, the field generals, depending on their speed, are probably going to be the top quarterbacks in the game. Gunslinger is really, really glitchy. Works really well. Gets that ball out of there really fast. So it's good for a lot of you passers. Guys, and then the third best ability at quarterback is going to be right here, guys. This is a really good one. Set feet lead. Set feet lead has been working really good. Now, there's certain quarterbacks it doesn't work on. I'm sure EA will fix that. They've been getting a lot of complaints about that. But set feet lead, in fact, on Steve McNair, it didn't work. Then they wound up fixing it midday or something when he came out in packs last Saturday. But yeah, guys, set feet lead, increased throwing power when leading bullet passes with 6 feet lead. I mean, this is great. It's kind of like a Gunslinger in the pocket. It doesn't work as good as Gunslinger, but it works really, really well. So that's it for quarterbacks. Now, if you have a running quarterback, you know, if you want to go with a roaming Deadeye, that's the one I usually use on Randall Cunningham or a Lamar Jackson, escape artist. I don't think that's as powerful this year as the following years. And then, guys, we're going to go to running back. Now, running back, is a bit tricky, and the reason being is a lot of people do not use abilities on running back. What I usually do is this right here. I run Freight Train. You know, if you get 10 plus yards 5 times in a game, it activates. That's where I use my superstar abilities on. So superstar X Factor, I should say, that's what I would use at running back. I also use it at tight end. I'll go over that in a minute. Because a lot of times, you know, you get a lot of those passes to tight ends. So they tend to activate more than other positions to me. But guys, abilities-wise, what I would use on a running back, guys, is reach forward. Reach forward is really, it can be really glitchy sometimes. If you're playing in the game that you have somebody with reach forward, I know sometimes even without having it, it still sometimes gives you that animation. But more often than not, with reach forward, you're going to get it a lot more, and it works really good, especially when you're trying to score a touchdown. Someone's tackling you, it reaches the ball over. It can be pretty glitchy. I mean, it can be the difference between a first down or a touchdown in a lot of plays, especially on 4th down. But yeah, guys, reach forward to me is really, really glitchy. Another one, I don't know if Barkley gets it. He doesn't get it. Is Armbar. Armbar, it's really, really powerful in this game. A lot of people do not use it, but it's really, really powerful. You know, someone like Bo Jackson, Jim Brown, I'm sure we're probably going to get an Eric Dickerson soon. You know, backs like that, I'm sure that's probably one of the best abilities for those power backs. Derrick Henry. So yeah, guys, Armbar to me. The other one's Jukebox and Spin Cycle. I mean, I used them in the beginning of the year. I haven't used them. The other one, guys, that's a top ability is Backfield Master. Backfield Master is really, really good. It's 1 AP point for Reggie Bush. If you're more, there you go. If you're more of a passer, I would go with that. That's probably the #1 ability right now at running back. But yeah, guys, my top 3 are Backfield Master, Reach For It, and Armbar. That's what I would go. If you're more of a runner, if you're more of a passer, go with Backfield Master. And then wide receiver, guys. Wide receiver, let's go to Julio Jones here. Because I want to go over certain things, because a lot of people tend to repeat what they hear and don't really do the research on it. They just really tend to just repeat what other people say, and that's not really the case. You shouldn't be, don't get caught into that. And this is what I'm trying to get to, guys. The #1 ability on wide receiver. Now, I mean, if you have a slot guy and you don't have a quarterback with hot route master, it'll probably be slot apprentice, something like that for 1 AP point on a route runner. Because for me, Julio, let me show you here, he meets all the running 90 deep, 90 mid, and 90 short. That's because I run go deep. I'm almost at 30 out of 50. I'm going to eventually try to get that to 50 out of 50. I'll go over those chemistries another time in another video. It'll take up too much time here, but back to Julio here. Now, guys, yeah, the slot apprentice, if you don't have hot route master, there you go right there, guys. It saves you the 1 AP point. It saves it on every receiver. Now, for route runners, only 1 AP point. For other receivers, like deep threat and stuff like that, I believe it's 2. Slotomatic is a really good one. It's just the AP points are really high. I did use this one, and you can see a big difference. Better cuts and catching on short slot routes. It's 3 AP points for Julio. Route runners are probably going to be the cheapest with this. Or maybe slot receiver. I'm sorry, it's going to be the cheapest. I think it's 2 AP points for slot receivers. So just keep that in mind. And then, guys, right here, this is what I was getting to about people tend to repeat what they hear. Okay, as you see, Julio already gets over 90 deep, mid, and short route running. Now, everybody says that route technician is like having 90 short, mid, and deep. That is not true, guys. Anytime you have an ability on a receiver, they're going to get right there quicker cuts while running routes. And that is the case. If you have route technician on your receiver, they're going to get more open, especially if you go against somebody that has 1 step ahead. Route technician is the counter to 1 step ahead, guys. So no matter what, even if they don't got 1 step ahead, you're going to get separation on man coverage, which a lot of people are using now. So yes, guys, route technician would make you that much better. Now, on a receiver that has 90 deep, mid, and short, it's probably not needed as much as one receiver that doesn't meet those requirements. but route technician is going to work that much better on a receiver with 90 minutes short. Just keep that in mind, because a lot of people, you know, say, oh, if you're over 90, you don't need route. That's not true, guys. Route technician, believe me, it can make a difference between a cut to get a first down. That's going to get you that first down when you need it. But anyways, guys, another one that I want to throw out there, guys, and this could go either way, and I'll show you why. The reason I run deep in elite is for a reason. There's certain plays that I do that I need McLaren inside the numbers. Now, deep in elite doesn't mean you have to do a post, doesn't mean you have to do a cut. The receiver just has to be between the numbers. You see right there, improved catch and deep passes inside the numbers. So if you get those cover twos that you can beat the linebacker or sub linebacker safety over the top, that's going to get you that better animation for catching. And yes, guys, it does work. It really does work. Now, another one, if you're more of a out receiver or something like that, if you want to run a bomb or something like that, deep out elite, guys. Improve catching on deep passes outside the numbers. Yes, it's going to give you more of the animation you need or the catch that you need on those deep passes. There's been instances where I threw a ball deep and the corner was kind of right on him, and he went up for the ball and it went really literally through his hands. It must be some kind of EA thing because of this ability, and went straight to the receiver's hands. I mean, literally, I thought it was going to be an interception. It just went through his hands and the receiver caught it. I'm sure some of you all have gone through that before as well. So yeah, guys, deep out and deep in elite does work. And to me, I use it, in fact, on both my squads, the Raven squad and my best team right here. And then, guys, that takes me to tight end. Now, tight end, I'm going to pull up Darren Waller. And I use my superstar X Factor double me on my tight ends. You can go with receivers if you pass your receivers a lot. I run it on my tight end. It activates more often than not for me. But right here, guys, you can see I got deep out elite. Now, on tight ends, the best thing you can have is tight end apprentice. But there you go, guys. If you have hot route master, you don't need this. So there you go. It saves you 2 AP points. So right there, I'm saving on 2 of my receivers and my tight end about 5-6 AP points, and I'm using 2 only for the quarterback. So keep that in mind. That's why Hot Route Master is so powerful. But then, guys, the second one, guys, is my Matchup Nightmare. It's not talked about a lot this year. It was very glitchy last year. I have ran Matchup Nightmare, and it works really good. Now, a lot of people, the reason they don't talk about it much because a lot of people use safeties at linebacker. In fact, most people do now. But a lot of people are using Sam Mills now as well because he got that upgrade Mudmaster token. But still, guys, it can even work sometimes. Not often like a linebacker, but it does sometimes work on safeties and stuff like that. It does trigger it because it lights up for me sometimes, even when I'm being covered by a safety. And then, guys, the same thing goes for here, deep out elite. There's a reason I run that. You know, sometimes on those deep corner routes and stuff like that, that's the reason I run that. It's 1 AP point, so that's why I use that. And then, guys, offensive lineman. I want to go over one first. I don't have it. I eventually will get it if we could raise the AP. If not, we'll see. But right here, guys, let me see here. Let's see here. Where are you? Threat detector, guys. This, to me, is the most powerful ability on the offensive line, especially for you passers out there. Highlights blitzers during pre-play on 3rd and 4th down. This is so important, guys. You can get it. You don't have to activate it to get it. It's not a superstar X factor like some quarterbacks have to activate their superstar X factor to get it. Threat detector, you know, if you're on 3rd and 4th down, you know, a lot of ways to get sacks in this game is by blitzes because we do know the pass rush isn't as powerful this year. So you do need to blitz to get into the quarterback. This right here is going to tell you where the blitz is coming from, and you can adjust where you want your double team, where you want your line to block, which way you want them to block. So this is very, very powerful, guys. I eventually will get that. We'll see what I have to trade in 2 AP points for that. And then, guys, for left tackle and right tackle, we'll just click on left tackle here. Edge protector, guys. Edge protector right now. Now, more often than not, you're going to be going up against people with, what is it, Edge Threat Elite? Something like that. Yeah, Edge Threat Elite. This counters it, guys. So this is very important, especially if you're a passer. Now, if you're a runner, I've heard about this one. Pooler Elite works pretty good. Another one, too, I do want to say is this one right here, guys. Nasty Streak was very, very dominant last year. I haven't tried this one, so I can't say it's great, but this is great for running. It's supposed to help with that, especially on stretch runs, toss plays, things like that. But yeah, guys, for left tackle, right tackle is going to be edge protector. For left guard, right guard, I haven't never activated them, but most likely it'll probably be like a Pooler Elite or a, what was that second one that I just said? Where is it? Where is it? It was Nasty Streak. There you go, which will activate in, I think, the second or third tier here. So yeah, guys, if you're looking for things like that, that's what you want to do. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm not going to go over abilities in fullback, but I'm going to have a defensive one for you guys really soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helps you guys out. Leave comments below what's helping you guys, what's working out for you guys with abilities. We'll all like to know. I appreciate all of you. I'll talk to y'all real soon.